Hello and welcome to Volusia Magazine. I'm Amber Patterson and we're glad to have you with us. Today, Business Beat correspondent Michelle Coates will tell us about the county's positive response to federal fisheries rules that will impact our marine industry here in Volusia County.
I'm Michelle Coates with the Business Beat. Today, we're in southeast Volusia County, where commercial and recreational boating is a mainstay of the local economy. Florida boaters have spent more than $8.5 billion on 21 million plus trips and impacted 97,000 jobs in 2007. A proposed federal government red snapper fishing ban in the Atlantic waters could have an adverse effect on commercial and recreational fishing off Florida's coast for years to come. Once the ban goes into effect, more deep-sea fishing boats may use Volusia County's artificial reefs, which are outside the closed area. To address this concern and support the local fishing industry, the Volusia County Council has endorsed a plan to double the number of artificial reefs off Volusia County's coast from 45 to 90 as quickly as possible. Joe Nolan, Volusia County Coastal Division Director, joins us to explain the program.
The Artificial Reef and Marine Life Habitat Construction Program is an initiative of the Volusia County Council, paid for by the Ponce de Leon Inlet and Port District, which is a taxing district on the eastern half of Volusia County that deals with all things coastal zone management related and boating and fishing and public waterway access related.
The reefs immediately create marine habitats close to shore and start growing fish, shrimp, and crabs. This supports our regional marine industry by providing easily accessible deep-sea fishing and diving.
From an economic standpoint, we're taking money and rolling it back into tax dollars from the Inlet and Port District and rolling it back into the marine industry, if you will, directly by hiring contractors marine contractors that haul these barge loads offshore and deposit this material. It's creating some jobs at that time and creating jobs for truckers who truck the material in from our donors.
The county made its first artificial reef in 1980 when it dropped a World War II cargo ship in 85 feet of water about 11 miles northeast of Ponce de Leon Inlet. Since then, the county has deployed a number of steel ships, barges, and concrete structures into the Atlantic to form additional reefs. Artificial reefs offset the increasing pressure on the local natural reefs. After more than 30 years, it's apparent that the county's 13 federal permitted artificial reef sites are providing anticipated relief for the natural reefs located further offshore.
The material that we deposited in the 80s is still in place, still intact, still functioning and really thriving as a marine habitat on the seafloor and attracting and producing and growing a broad range of fish, shrimp, and crabs that are typically naturally found off northeast Florida. That fuels a fishing industry, of course, a recreational fishing industry and a charter fishing industry that really thrives in Volusia.
The artificial reefs are an answer to impending fishing bans that could significantly affect the fishing and boating industries. The plan is forecast to cost area fishermen millions of dollars in lost catch, not only in snapper, but grouper, sea bass, and other harvests from dozens of species commonly caught through bottom fishing. Volusia County is responding by stepping up its reef program, building artificial reefs outside the banned area.
We built 6 new artificial reefs this summer. Through the leadership of the County Council, they would like to see us double the number of artificial reefs at least.
Much of the reef material is provided to the county at no charge by concrete pipe and precast manufacturing firms. The artificial reefs are popular destinations for sport, charter, and commercial fishing and diving.
Since the federal government is going to impose that ban to fishing, the County Council wanted to try to do something in response to that and make a positive response to that federal rulemaking, and decided to expand our artificial reef program. Our artificial reefs are located outside of the federal banned area, the the fishing ban will be from 98 feet to 240 feet, which is roughly 20 to 30 miles off the Volusia County coast.
Some estimates from fishing groups say 130,000 could lose their jobs from Central Florida to South Carolina if the ban is put in place. Government regulators have not made their decision but are expected to do so soon. I'm Michelle Coates with the Business Beat. Thanks for joining us today.